My eyes will always light up when I see you, as if you are the flame and I am the candle, as if we are meeting for the first time every time, and you will always dance on my wick, and I will always melt into a trance of perfectly still newness. I will always cease to exist when you are gone. I will always be at a loss for words, whether because I am so in awe of what your presence does to me or undoes of me, or simply that I am lost in that perfect little gap between your teeth that has a smile of its own. I bet no one else has ever noticed that it did before. I will always notice. I will always notice the way that with short hair you feel like you can conquer the world, and you do, but with long hair you become an enchantress and all of your magic is able to shine through, and no one, not even you, can help but get lost in all of the strands of what you are. I will always know your heart best. When it is dressed in the darkness of thought, I will always be the hand that undressed you from forgetting to feel, that taught you through touch. I know that you will always forget. You will always forget the most important events in my life, and most of my birthdays, and I will always skip yours, because 3 days after you have forgotten mine, I will always still be mad, minus the ones that we unintentionally spend bumping into each other. But you will always remember the little things that I mentioned in passing, especially the things that I believed you didn't catch. You will always be the Met. You will always throw the little things back my way to let me know that you were listening, because you know that I will assume you weren't, and you will prove me wrong, and I will assume you weren't counting the years since the day that our fates shook hands without ever letting go. And you will prove me wrong. You will say 7 years, nonchalantly, like it has been stewing in your mind for an eternity. You will always be the womb that births miracles and unearths barren corners of my soul so that they may be occupied and made whole. And you will always be the dream catcher. You will always be the laughter of the fountain that catches coins thrown by children with hands small enough to move mountains and wishes tall enough to build a ladder to the moon. You will always be the well that I can count on making them come true. You will always be the star. You will always shine still and sure of your place in my sight. You will always be the sun, and my world will always revolve around you. You will always give life without being too forward or too discreet. You will always look best in white. You will also always look best, no matter the color, and people tend to get that. But white is your color. It is so everything, pure, unfiltered. It is you, and you wear it best. After I see you in white, I will always want to wear you, but never to wear white again. It is yours. I will always be sure of our closeness. That is to say, I will always be sure that nothing ever touches, but that we are unbound by the law of the land, seated in the dark mind matter of outer space, like stars that touch everything once they have aligned, like light that is stored on the bridge formed by sight over which our paths are made. I will always be sure that we are two extensions of the same force. I will never need an I love you to feel secure in loving you. I will always love you in a place that arms cannot quantify and time cannot outrun. I will always know that you are the one, not just the one for me, but the one, the all that exists under and beyond the sun. I will always know that you are the one I was sent here to worship, even if you are only 1 foot in and more than halfway out. I will always renew this vow, to serve my purpose in this life and nothing and no one else. You will always deserve my love, even when your ring finger is bound and your heart is tied to a love you found fit. That wasn't mine. I will always be the first in line to take that leap of faith when you aren't around. I will always be the second in line when you are. You will always be slightly more brave when it comes to everything except the handling of my heart and addressing the length that I have longed for you. I will always long for you. I will always know that when life sings to me, the song is for you. And this book, and this breath, and each moment until death draws us close once again.